Hey guys, I'd like to show you a few great succulents you can use for outdoor containers. These are a few of my favorites that I use at my house and in planters around the shop here. Um, they've been around for ages, although in recent years there's been a number of really cool new cultivars introduced, and I've got a few of them in this particular pot. I did not put the tags in here, so I've lost track of what the names are, but. This one here is part of the, let's see, it's called Chick Charms, part of the Chick Charms series. And this has a beautiful kind of red and reddish pink and kind of white and green striping in it. And it's very slow growing. This has been in here for a year and really hasn't gotten a whole lot bigger than what it was. And to the just beside it here is one with a good burgundy center with green tips. Now their color changes throughout the season, so when it's in wintertime, they'll usually darken, and when it gets warm, they'll lighten up. So the new growth will give some lighter foliage. And we got a couple of new ones in this spring. Here is one with an extremely large rosette, good burgundy foliage. Love this thing. I got to find a spot for one of these, and I would imagine this in here is going to flower real nice too. If the larger rosette types usually produce pretty good flowers. And this here is another large rosette type, fairly similar to the small guy here, but yeah, this has an extra large main rosette. They all put a lot of offshoots off, so this one here is showing an abundance of them, and all these little guys will turn into a new plant. So once you've got them, as long as your main plant stays healthy, you'll be having a lot of offsets for quite some time. So all of these here do really well in good bright light with pretty good drainage. One of the biggest killers of these is too much water. So there's been a few kinds we've actually struggled to grow because they just get too wet. And then one year we had a lot of rain, and even though they weren't getting irrigated that often, they were just sopping wet. And so if you have a spot where you don't like to tend and water, you can put some of these into a pot and let them there and basically forget about them. So I have a pot with some of these at the end of my driveway. I've been in my house 5 years and haven't touched it, and the previous owner had them there for quite a long time, and they're just doing just all right. So another few more succulents you can use. Now this is not quite a true succulent, but the foliage is of that type. Is so sedum. So creeping sedum is another great extra hardy plant that does well in containers. These three types are all spreading ground cover types, and you can use these together. You can use them en masse in large areas, or as a box all of its own. They're all pretty good spreaders, quite aggressive. Well, I shouldn't say aggressive, but they root out on their branches. So if you tip this over, a lot of times you'll see, you probably can't see it from there, but there's a lot of young roots down there on the stems. And once they got a good carpet going, they'll just keep on going and spreading. They're also evergreen, so if you're looking for something that's going to give you some color through the winter, this will darken. This one turns really a dark brown, kind of reddish brown. This turns orange when it gets cold, and this is going to be a little more red toned. Similar in tone to this, not quite as intense, but really good winter color. So very easy to grow, low fertilizer, low water. I use these in my window boxes at home. Gives me some color, and I don't have to touch them much at all. So a little bit of straightening up in the springtime, and that's all it takes. So they're quite simple. They do well in troughs. They do well in rocky areas, and they look good year round. So those are a couple of my favorites. One last thing for very similar companion plant is this dwarf allium. This one's called Blue Eddy. Very cute, not quite truly succulent, but this goes well with this kind of foliage, and it's very hardy. So That's one of them hard to do without. That's just a great little allium. And they would all do well here outdoors all through the winter, no care, and low amounts of water. So yeah, if you're ever by the nursery, stop on by and have a look at our hardy succulents. And I'd be happy to help you find a nice mixture of things for a pot or for a rocky area at your house. So yeah, that's it for today. We'll see you again. Hey guys, thanks for watching. To see more of our videos, don't forget to like and subscribe and click the notification bell so you can see when new videos get uploaded. And we'll see you again soon.